Hello there. So we should be live, and yes, I don't know why I decided to start this stream on this screen, but whatever. So part 2, right? So for context, for people who are watching this in the replay, I am making an animated feature film, and currently I'm in the phase of rewriting the script. So yeah, we're just gonna work on that. The idea is to rewrite in 48 hours, and it's 120 pages, 108 pages right now, but we're probably gonna add some pages. So it's gonna be an incredible amount of work, and to actually pull this off, we need to be ultra efficient, and that is where the clock comes. Oh man, I was thinking about it for like the last 5 seconds. I was like, which way do I put my hands to do this? That's where the timer comes into play. So far we have used, well, someone do the math. We've used some times, like seriously, to like we started at 48 hours, now we're at 41 hours and 29 minutes left. So we need to like continue like to move through this. It's not 48 hours straight, but it is still 48 hours of work, and it probably could easily take like 200 hours or something ridiculous. Like, so the idea is like to move forward so we can actually make this movie inside of Blender, etc, etc, and then finally for you guys to finally be able to watch it at home at the ease of YouTube, right? So slow and steady wins the race, hopefully. So let's get started. And this stream is going to be a little bit more interesting potentially. I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying it. And also, is my I don't have to reload my chat. Hello. Oh, that's trippy, bruh. Refresh. Boop. Because I did a stream earlier and I think it was still the chats from then were loaded for some reason. Okay, and I have to open, let's see, bruh, open chat. All right, hopefully if you guys are chatting a bunch and I don't see it, I'm sorry. Anyways, let's continue onwards. Still got a lot of stuff in my throat from the cough, but that's okay. We got work to do. So we're gonna start the timer and jump in here to the full screen. Boop, full screen. So scary, but so I did the math, guys. I did the math. Betty was born, according to one of my videos. I know, sketchy, right? She was born in 1982. Why? Frankly, I have absolutely no idea. It just sounded like a cool date, and that would set the grand race that Betty watches in an old VHS tape in one scene that I might even get rid of, to 1975. Hey, Jackson loves trains. Howdy, welcome back to the stream. So yeah, for some reason that made sense to me. Hopefully I won't regret that, because it turns out the internet existed in 1999, which is apparently when this movie would have taken place in a logical timeline. So basically I don't want there to be internet. I mean, in their house. Maybe that could be like something they're arguing about also, like, oh, we need to get this internet, and Henry would just be like, this is dumb, you know, we don't need the internet. I could actually literally see that conversation happening. It should be kind of fun, just like a background conversation. No, mental note, guys, remind me to do that sometime. Okay, yeah, I want to do that. So this is happening in the spring of the year, so it'd be like sometime around there. I don't know why it selected all it. I was just trying to select March or whatever. Yeah, so I've kind of, it's a Friday, because in the last stream we kind of, bruh, where is it? This is such a massive file, I'm not gonna lie. It's like so overkill, but hey, it's kind of what we guys need for this, because we're trying to make a full movie, right? Where did I put it? Well, I broke down the different days. Okay, so yeah, so from Friday morning, you know, buddies have the music lesson, etc, etc, etc. So basically we need a Friday in the spring of 1999 to kind of set this as like the start. So yeah, that's gonna, and I have to disable chat timers. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, I know, a long time ago, right? That's far before I was born. Actually, it was only 5 years before I was born, which is so weird to say. Like seriously, that sounds like it was like 100 years before I was born. I was born in 2004, for the record. So yeah, now that you guys know when I was born, sus, bro, why are you asking that? So yeah, we need to pick a Friday, and I think either 12th or the 19th, guys. What do you guys think? 12th, March 12th of 1999, or March 19th of 1999? 1999. That's a lot of nines, bro. Okay, I think we're gonna do probably I actually don't know. I don't really care either. Doesn't really necessarily matter. All I need to know is that Betty's birthday happened before that, because we're celebrating it after. So Betty's like kind of down. They're like, oh man, my 18th birthday party, we didn't do anything, blah, you know. But turns out they had a surprise birthday party planned the whole time. So yeah, that's a fun thing. So maybe her birthday is like I don't know, guys. Did you play Sonic games? Nope. I don't really play any games actually. Yeah, I know. I'm weird. I'm like, I'm too focused on certain things, I feel like. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. So wait, where did I put that? Oh, snap. Betty Fleetfoot. There we go. Born in spring of 1988 or 1982, and that means her birthday. So let's give our birthday date here. We're gonna say it was March 8th, 1999. Why? Because it sounds cool. March 8th, 1999. Now, to justify there not being like a lot of like, I want it to still feel a little older, like to have more nostalgia, and it's like, oh, cool. So the vehicles and stuff might be older than that, and I don't care. Don't give me a hard time, or I will come after you. No. Did you have toy trains? I mean, when I was like little, yeah. Actually, yeah, I had lots of fun with those. Yeah, let's see. So March 8th, 1999. That's Betty's birthday. Cool. Sorry, it was 1989. Whatever. I can't remember things. So yeah, we have her birthday. Now we have to pick when they're gonna celebrate it, which most logically would be March 12th, and did I miss? What an idiot I am. March 12th, 1982. My small brain can't comprehend these dates apparently. Okay, so this is when she was born. Mental note, Joshua. Mental note. Which need to make sure it doesn't end up in 2000. Sorry guys. Okay. Still have the cough. Let's see. There you go. That's a little better. Okay. So, March 8th. I just have to figure this out here. One moment. Because if I do this the wrong way, I'm going to end up technically with this being set in 2000, which just has a totally different sound to it. Let's see. How do you do this? Why? Let me think. Okay, yeah, you have to add 18 to that. All right. So okay, wait. I messed this up. Okay. So actually, turns out, boys, she wasn't actually born that. Goodness, this is confusing, guys. It's 1981. So, didn't I say that? I can't remember what I said in my video, but I simply don't care. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll have to fact check and make it an apology video someday. When I was like, oh, actually, turns out she was not born that year, because I wanted the movie to actually be set in a different time. Whatever, big deal. So yeah, we just changed that. Cool. All right, so it's 1981 now. Okay. So that when she's 18, it would be 1999. There we go. Much better. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Very confusing. All right, so now this is happening. I have the date. Wait. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter what that is. Okay. My, so confusing. Seriously. All right, and time is going, Joshua. Come on, you gotta keep focused. All right, so now I'm gonna give these actual dates. So this would be March 12th. Right there. Make sure I'm on the right screen. Okay, cool. No, I don't care about that. Let's see, where are we? Okay, March 12th, Friday. March 12th. March 12th, 1999. Sounds so cool saying that. Sorry. Saturday. Just literally like adding this March 13th, clearly 1999. And then Sunday would be March 14th. I think like many people lived through this time, but I was not till there, so that's kind of weird. This thing with it. All right, and then this would be March 15th, 1999. Okay, and then this would be March 16th, 1999. All right, that was kind of unnecessary to add all that detail there, but it kind of does help me just get a better picture of what this is going to look like, maybe. All right, so March 16th. You know, kind of, it gets you like the setting, you know, it's like, oh, you know, what does this kind of look like? Okay, so let's see. That would set us right here, Tuesday. Awesome, that's fire. That makes me so happy to see that. Okay, let's see. So yeah, March 16th, and then what do we want to do? Now I have to kind of like be like, okay, what were we actually doing? And an agreement, okay, whatever. Okay. Actually, that's not right. In agreement. Alright, whatever. Okay. Bruh. Alright, so late evening. Okay, yeah, gives her the cowgirl hat. So how can we basically, I want to condense this down to less scenes basically, because right now it's like scene there, scene there, scene there. This is like different parts of a scene, longer scene. Maybe something there. This is a scene. This is a scene. You know, it's like that's gonna add up way too fast, and it'll be like 10 pages instead of. Well, actually, let's go back to the script. Back to the script, boys, to see kind of what we need to. So we're at page 18. Just kind of zoom it out like a wide picture here. And so we need to do the math, Josh, in your head, because 7 pages. All right, 7 pages. So that's a bit more than I thought, which is good. We have a lot to add in according to, and why do I have my calendar there? Okay. Bruh. Let's see. According to everything we have here, like these. Well, actually, let's go ahead and make this go away. This thing. Okay, so we already have this. Is the first like 18 pages all happened in 2 days. Well, so far this is what we have written. Actually, I'm just gonna change the color of this to make it nice and not confusing. Hopefully, make it kind of light. Oh, okay, that's unreadable. Sorry, that was a bad move. Seriously. Okay, there. So that's kind of like already we wrote that. So you know, hopefully it will be very clear and obvious. We have the timer going. Let me make. Yeah, we're good. Okay, good. Muy bueno, my friend. Muy bueno. Okay. So let's see what happens next. Saturday, late afternoon. Betty's unsure what she'll do. Maybe it's that room scene. And then the next morning would be church. Then they have that conversation, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, how can we... First of all, let's make each one of these scenes matter. And I don't want to write a scene that is just going to be like, oh, we're just going to like, oh, we don't need that. Like, it's just unnecessary. So make scenes that matter, basically. So how are we going to do that? We are going to make sure we use this little formula here. We have a goal, an obstacle / conflict, a disaster reaction dilemma, and a choice being made. So if you don't, Betty's not making a choice in the scene, or a character is not making a choice, it's kind of like, why is this here? Of course, I can have a cool shot. I don't know if I want to call that a scene now. So yeah, what's the choice? Yeah, it's hard. That's hard. it's very hard. Okay, seriously. Maybe I'm overthinking this like a lot now that I think about it. Like, maybe I don't want to do this. So let's see. Let's kind of read the scene we had just before. Let's see. So at lunch. Now I wrote this really dramatic thing. I don't know if you guys remember this from earlier, but Betty like is in the rain, looking into the rundown horse barn. Thunder rumbles and lightning flashes. She just stands there. It's super depressing. I'm like, dude, what was I thinking? But it could work. Maybe I had another idea up here. Perfect. Wait, or not perfect, because I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Betty's in a room contemplating what to do. Okay, we could do that, baby. But just what do you think? Yeah, I'm just gonna snag this, I think. Alright, there. Nice. Alright, so yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the scene, not gonna lie. Which is okay, I guess, but like, is it okay at the same time? Paste this all in here, make this, I want to say like a smaller font or something. So it's like, I don't know, I have a hard time organizing my doc files. It's just like, it just gets messier and messier, especially when I'm just inserting ideas that I'm like, I don't know where this goes. The joys of using Google Docs instead of like a whiteboard or something, or paper. You know, paper's nice. You know, sometimes you just like oh wait, this is I'm being spoiled. I can actually use paper right now. But alas, it's also nice to have spell check. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna complain too much. Let's see. So yeah, the idea is interior Betty's room. So the goal, what is her goal? Like, what is? Let me think. Actually, no, I have a paper that'll help me. It's kind of like a blueprint of a scene. I don't know where I put it though. One moment. Hey, I actually found it. Let's go. All right, so I found this just on some random website, and they decided to, yeah, they plastered their website all in the front of it. So no, there's no getting around that one. But okay, so the goal is a want, something concrete, an object, a person, etc. Something is it incorpulent? I don't even know how to say that word. That's a writer wrote this, definitely. Admiration, information, etc. Escape from something physical, imprisonment, pain, etc. Escape from something mental. Probably something mental, I feel like. Worry, suspicion, fear. Escape from something emotional, grief, depression, etc. Okay. So yeah, we just basically, I need to pick Betty to, I need to have Betty do one of these things. So does she want something concrete? In this scene, I feel like it would be she wants certainty. She wants to have this answer figured out. So what would that be? Let's just try to break this down. Maybe just kind of escape a little bit. No, it would be escape from something mental. Yeah. Escape from something mental. Escape from worry. Worry and uncertainty, maybe? I'm not sure, honestly, guys. I'm not sure. Then what would the obstacle to that be? Well, let's move over. So we have direct opposition with another character, whether something like literally just like it's impossible to do the thing, or it's very hard. Inner opposition, the character learns something that changes his or her mind or is about the goal. Okay, you know what? I like that idea. I kind of like that idea. Maybe there's circumstantial difficulties. For example, no flour to bake, cake, no partners to dance with. Active conflict, an argument or fight. Nah, it's definitely not that. I know that. Passive conflict, being ignored, being kept in the dark, being avoided. Maybe something like that. So we have maybe potentially inner opposition or passive conflict. Overthinking this so badly. Okay, Josh, come on. I think we're just gonna pick. Oh, come on, Josh. Gotta figure this out here. What does Betty's need? Like, what does she need in this scene? Like, well, she needs to find the next step, which she doesn't know what the next step is currently. So find the next. Basically, I'm in Betty's shoes right now. Like, I don't know what she needs, and she doesn't know what she needs, so she needs to find the next step. Okay. Lol. Very funny. An obstacle to conflict. She doesn't know what the there are many voices. Not many voices. Sounds so scary. Like, there are many voices. Start listening. I'm like, okay, I'm scared now. I am done. Help. Let's see. Sorry. Okay, there are many voices. No, not many voices. There are many. She's not sure which path to take. She is uncertain of which path to take. Okay, what's the disaster? So okay, this is a good one. Direct opposition of the goal. So Okay, this scene has to matter somehow. It can't just be her sulking around, I feel like. Okay, she's in a room contemplating what to do. Should she please Henry or pursue her dream? Maybe she's looking at newspaper clippings, a scrapbook maybe. Something to make her think about the olden days, right? A lot of internal conflict. Maybe she can be journaling, realizing the thing holding her back is fear. I like that idea. I don't know how you show that, you know? It's like... Okay, I'm trying to play a scene in my head right now. She's sitting and she's like, what's holding me back is fear. Okay, maybe that could work potentially. Let's see. Well, what happens after this? Hold on, let's think about that. Where is this? Wait, is the next scene just church? Okay. I feel like that doesn't. I mean, it's not supposed to resolve anything, but it's you want to set up the next scene. So let's think about it like that. This is our previous scene. I like it. It's a good scene, and we need to have this scene. The movie doesn't really work without the scene, which is good. That's what you want, right? Now, how are you going to use that now? Lauren suddenly observes, but he swallows her first bite of second lunch. Nods. I actually had a lot of fun. He wasn't that bad and even let me sit on his own horse. A big smile flutters across Betty's face. Paul grins, proud of his big sister. Henry doesn't show any emotion. Continues eating. There's awkward silence. She eyes her food. Betty Fleetfoot. I want to go back. Henry finally looks her way again, exasperated. Betty shifts in her seat. He doesn't say anything. Betty Fleetfoot. This is something I've dreamed about my whole life, and if it wasn't for you, I would have never had this dream. Which is why I'm trying to warn you. I've been down this road, and it doesn't end well. And we cut to... Okay, no, every time I read this, I'm like, I get a different vibe. I don't know why. Let's just try see where the stakes is. Thunder rumbles and lightning flashes. She just stands there. Okay, I don't know where this leads then. And I don't know what the next scene is, man. It's something really important, you know? Man, dude, I don't know what this scene is. Like, she needs to make the big choice, and she needs to get to Spuds. That's the big goal. Get to Spuds so that Spud can offer the horse. So that she can race him, so that the whole movie can happen, right? But if we can't get there, the movie doesn't happen, right? So this is important, right? Man, dude. Maybe she walks in the rain. They're in the middle of the country though. You can't just casually walk somewhere, and yeah, that doesn't really happen in this world. I don't feel like it'd be interesting to make it happen, but you kind of have to drive, unfortunately, which is nice and not nice at the same time. So maybe we can alter that though. Maybe we can have her walk to Jane. Which is that, bro, because I made it in Blender, I know how far that is. That's a far walk. It's a long walk there, boys. But I don't know. If that's what we need to do to make this work, then I'm willing to do it. You know, I'd rather remix the in Blender than not have the story work, right? She realizes the only thing holding back is fear. And that's true. It's not even so she thinks. What I just do here. There. See. Alright, let me just put myself in Betty's shoes here. What would I do? You know, if I'm scared that the one thing I want to do is not gonna come true, I'd do everything in my power to make that thing happen, I guess. And if I'm uncertain, if it's completely out of my control and I need someone else to, I'd be, I guess I'd be making a plan, you know, like, okay, how do I do this, right? Let me think here, guys. How do you do this? And I just moved the whole microphone. Okay, that's great. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You know what? We're just. I guess the best thing to do is just we're just gonna try to keep going, I guess. All right, so let's just in the this hypothetical world. Imagine I'm thinking of that Pride and Prejudice scene, like Elizabeth Darcy's in the rain, and it's like, I don't know, very dramatic. Anyways, this is not the climax of the movie, for goodness sakes, but whatever, we'll just roll with it. You know what? Okay, wait, sorry, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna do it. Stands there. I feel like it's a drawing book. What are those called? A notepad. Notepad in hand. Okay, this is her. Yes, sorry, I guess I have to focus here. Okay. She just stands there, a notepad in hand. It's just kind of like, actually, get control one. Exterior. I know I did that. Fleet foot. Betty sits drenched in the walkway, looking at her notebook, her I don't want to say soggy notebook, but like, yeah, her notebook, which is drenched, her notepad. I don't want to use the word drenched twice, so I am going to be intelligent and find a synonym. Okay, what's the synonym? Since sits. Betty. Actually, wait. Soaked Betty. Soaked. Looking at her drenched note. Okay, this is gonna be sad. On it is the faded drawing of a horse. Alright, this is kind of going into a flashback, maybe even. I know this is going, but let's try it. Is a faded drawing of a horse, and I need to. All right, cool. Let's see, that's faded drawing of a horse. Okay. Trying to think of like, she'd be very. She'd almost be crying. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to like put myself in this and like figure out like what it would she be. So this technically is one scene. I mean, even though it's different scene headings, but it's like one sequence, you know. So how do we do this? Okay, so like, okay, let's look at this and put this in our timeline. What day would this be? When does this happen? Betty's unsure what she'll do. Okay, and so instead of her being in her room, she's outside in the rain, which is just like a great idea, you know, like, oh, get sick. But no, out. And we'll put like the details of the scene in brackets. Okay. She is outside in the rain. And with old drawing. I don't know why I always am talking about drawings, but we'll go with it, I guess. Okay, cool, yes. And let me make it so that, well, I don't know how to do that, so whatever. Oh, close. Whatever. Alright, alas. Alright, so this is Saturday late afternoon. I'm trying to think, okay. Okay, so let's just keep going with the scene. I don't know where this is going. So on it is a faded drawing of a horse. It's a faded maybe sketch of a horse. It is titled. This is, well, my dream. I don't know, guys. This is kind of cheesy, maybe. My dream, and I hate how punctuation works like that. Or I never can remember how it works. So we're just gonna leave it like that. All right, my dream. My dream. No. My horse. I don't know. She tear. Let's see. She rips it out of the book and then what does she do? And maybe throws it into a corner. Okay. Interesting. This is going too long now. Soaked, that's one sentence on the that's fine actually, okay. Throws into a corner. Alright, so okay, let's think about where is this going? Where do we need this to go? Which is important, super duper duper important. We already used 8 hours or 7 hours of this. Painful, guys, so painful. Okay, so let's look. I need something. I don't know what it is though. Let's write this scene out here, just on note card. Maybe it'll help. It'd be interior and exterior. Interior, exterior. Barn. Afternoon. Let's see, Betty thinks about her options. This is just kind of it's like it's trying to show her internal conflict. We could go really well or really poorly. Okay. Like I don't want to. I can't break Betty here. Like you have to break the character at the Dark Night of the Soul. This is not the Dark Night of the Soul, Joshua. This is Betty. She has to become the hero. She has to take the stand. She has to become the main character, right? She can't just be like, oh, what was me? And then like someone is like, hey, this is what you should do. She has to actually step up and do the thing. Which is hard, you know? And then finally at the Dark Night of the Soul, you can have someone come through and be like, hey, this is the way. And like, oh, this whole time it's been right in front of me. So where was I? Okay. She sits in the walkway looking at a drenched notepad. On is a faded sketch of a horse that is entitled My Horse. Okay. She rips it out of the book and throws it into a corner. I don't know, guys. Maybe she sobs. No. Well, I don't know, whatever. What happens then? Okay, she's here. Got rid of this scene, got rid of this. Need this. Well, let me just go back here. Based on what we have so far, what's the next step? She needs to get in contact with Spud somehow. we need to bring back in. Hey, he's back. Welcome. Hey. Let me think here. I mean, I know Betty's unsure of what to do, but what does that scene look like? Okay, come on, Joshua. Okay, I'm literally in the exact same position as Betty, which is such a weird position to be in. Unsure of what the next step is. Okay, I know I need to write this. That's one thing I know. I'm gonna try to do this. But maybe I need to work on a different scene or something. I don't know. Okay. No, yeah, we're gonna try that. We're going to jump, do some like, I don't know, tomfoolery, and get to the point where's the actual meet happen. I mean, we could just skip the whole Sunday thing and go from Saturday evening to Monday morning. She's working, and then we cut to. Well, I feel like we do need this. No, I have an idea. Sorry, let's just continue that. I can't say it because I'll instantly forget it as soon as I say it. I just know it. Okay. Interior. Church on top of hell. Okay. And this would be afternoon. This is a different day. This is actually on Sunday, but whatever. And actually, this would be where we kind of bring in this other conversation. I don't know what the main character is gonna say. Just super duper. So I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're gonna try it. Mr. Commodore sips tea. It's like, how am I supposed to honor my parents, etc., etc. So I'm just gonna cut this scene here, and actually gonna get rid of this scene slug. I think that's what it's called. Mental note, maybe we want to come back to that scene right there. Okay. And find out where we were. Okay, right here. Good news, we're on page 19 now. We just almost made it page 20 with one single hotkey. This is not fire. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay, so this is the idea for the scene. Betty, after church, which, yeah, we go from her being here to talking to basically her pastor, music teacher, mentor, etc. Basically the Gandalf of the movie, if you will. And he's like, how are you supposed to honor your parents? He laughs, sips his tea again, and sets it down. I suppose you want to live long in the land? But he is serious and doesn't laugh. He sighs. Let me ask you a question. Do you love your father? And Betty shakes her head. It should be nods, because shaking your head is that, and nod. Of course. Well, actually, you could shake your head and be like, of course. But Betty looks at him. What does the word quizzically mean? Quizzically. Quizzically. Oh my goodness, that's totally not how you spell it. Oh, never mind. I give up. Looks Betty gives him. This is luckily she gives him an off look. Or it's actually a surprise. A surprised look. Nodding. Of course. Duh. You think I'm dumb? Okay, she's like, well, of course. Good. Get him word. Betty, your poor father was wounded by that. Okay, bro was doing an absolute exposition dump. Okay, goodness. Okay, your poor father was wounded by the accident in a way you can't imagine. Losing a relative is not easy. It nearly split your family apart at the seams. Okay, dude. I can't do this. Okay, no, we're not doing it. An absolute, just like, you know. Oh, here's like all the exposition in one line. Like, dude, I'm not doing that. Sorry. We're gonna find a more creative line. And the problem is, and this is such a this film is kind of, well, this part of the film is asking questions that are really hard to answer, which is a good thing. It's like it's a good yeah, that's a good thing. But the problem is, I need to find, actually no, I don't need to find the answers, but I do need to find the two sides of the argument. My job is not to tell the audience what the answer is. My job is to show two sides of an argument, right? So how do I do that? Good question. I don't know. I have no idea, but at least being aware of that is a step in maybe the right direction. I don't know. Like, this is like low-key very hard. All right, so potentially maybe good. Of course. What if he just said, "You are asking"? I need to say something like that. Now this scene is not gonna happen. Sorry. I mean, it's going to happen. It's just not in the way I have it here. So I'm just gonna remove it and save ourselves the pain. Goodness, this is a long scene, guys. What in the world was I thinking? Ugh, it's a horrible scene. Like, sorry. It takes 2.5 pages of fluff. Oh, bro, what was that? Like, get rid of that. That's a bunch of rubbish, frankly. Okay. So, basically, I need Mr. Commodore to give her kind of some advice, which in this scene here, potentially, I have Mr. Commodore is pleasantly surprised that Betty's interested in the horses, encourages her, tells her to be honest with her parents. Yeah, so I want to think about like what Mr. Commodore says as like the mentor kind of a lot. Like I want that to be something I could stand behind, sort of. He doesn't necessarily need to be 100% right, but he should be wiser, which is very hard as someone who's not wise. No, let's see. Okay, this is in bold, so it must be important. Oh, this is when Spud offers her a horse, which is a little fragment of a scene, and let's see, we have another random scene. Oh, and this is when Henry finds out that he was offered a horse, which is, yeah. I don't know why this is right there, so this is actually one scene, I believe. All right. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our paper here. Wait, this is the end? Oh. Wait, what did I do? Let's see, bro. Alas. Let's see. So. Okay, so we're gonna italicize this just to make it a little less daunting seeming. So actually I don't need to necessarily, there needs to be choice. Oh wait, which would be rip page of notebook. Kind of an anger, frankly. Okay. Yo, Andrew, what's good, bro? Yes, you caught me suffering. Yay. Yeah, I'm frankly in the depths of pain here, but that's okay. Yeah, trying to rewrite. Let's see. So yeah, I think this is fine enough, right? Like, meh. Is it though? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, we ended up removing the scene, kind of, honestly speaking. Like we just kind of fleshed out Betty as a character a bit more, which is important. Like she's fearful of her father's disapproval, but I already knew that, kind of, honestly. I mean, I should have at least. Actually, hot dog. Sorry, I have an idea. Please hold. Where is Mr. Commodore? Mr. Commodore, where are you? Henry worried. Betty, you are. Betty. Okay, let's just. I can't tell you what to do, but. What to do? which is clear. Thanks, Pastor. You can't tell me what to do. But basically the idea, which I'm forgetting instantly, is he's like, what is it? Rats. Oh, and where was it? There we go. Something about fear. Oh, you're fearful of your father's disapproval. All right. And I just, there we go. All right, you. But what are you afraid of? I don't know if this is good advice or not. For goodness, what are you afraid of? This is so hard, guys. So hard. I'm like, I don't want Mr. Connor to be the devil's advocate here, but I also need Betty to make the decision. No, let's try this again. Your poor father. Let's see, your poor father was wounded by that accident. We're gonna cut that line. We don't. We can't imagine. All right. Okay, that's fair. Fine. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Her father was wounded by that accident in a way we can't imagine. You're asking me a question that maybe it's no business, but I can't. I can't answer. Alright. It's better, I guess, a little bit. Just infinitesimally. Not proud of it at all, but okay. And for people who joined, I guess, the question Betty's asking is basically to Mr. Commodore is, how are you supposed to honor your parents? And basically Betty wants to do the one thing her father does not want to do, but I need Betty to make the decision, which is so hard. It's just like, how does this work, you know? So yeah, I don't have Mr. Commodore's answer. Mr. Commodore might not even have the answer. This is hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's super important though. So let's see. I feel like he should ask her, what are you afraid of? What are you actually afraid of? Oh, I just made it big. Okay, cool. I guess I'll leave it like that. What are you actually afraid of? What are you actually afraid of? And then I feel like she'd be aware enough to be like, there's disapproval. Maybe we don't finish the conversation because I don't know what the conversation actually looks like. So, you know, nah. All right, I feel like that's an honest conversation. And now it's like came full circle. Like, what are you actually afraid of? It's like, it's disapproval. It's not just Mr. Commodore talking. It's disapproval. Let's read this. Let's just start from the top. Okay. Betty stands in the rain, looking into their rundown, looking to the family's rundown horse barn. Thunder rumbles and lightning flashes. She just stands there, notepad in hand. And later, basically, soaked. Oh wait, let's go. I figured out how to make this a bit more efficient. What we're gonna do here is just put our own slug in here. It's gonna be later, which some people will yell at me for that. Don't care. What I would do is, cause I don't like having things. Well, yeah. Anyways, let me think. How do I do this? I always forget if it's interior. See, control interior, exterior, like so. Fleet. And this would be. There we go. I like that much more. All right. later in barn. Now, this isn't proper, but I don't care. Later. Alright, you know, this is stupid. Why did I do that? It's not. It's just not proper. Fine. I digress. Okay. I don't know, I can't help myself sometimes. Okay, and interesting way to do that, but okay, that works, I guess. All right, so sorry, soaked, but he sits in the walkway looking at her drenched. And I'm gonna start setting timers here because I'm just letting time fly. Come on, Joshua, laser focus. Soaked, but he sits in the walkway looking at her drenched notepad. On it is a faded sketch of a horse that is titled "My Horse." Now, I don't like the name of it. I'm just gonna cut that detail. It just doesn't matter. A horse. A horse. On it is a faded sketch of a horse. She rips it. And I feel like there should be like a new line. She rips it out of the book and throws it into a corner. Mr. Commodore. Okay, an interior church in hell. Afternoon. Mr. Commodore sips on tea. Mr. Commodore. How are you supposed to honor your parents? He chuckles. Sips on tea again, then sets it down. I suppose you want to live long in the land? Betty is serious and doesn't laugh. He sighs. Let me ask you a question. He would definitely say, let me ask you a question, Betty. Do you love your father? Betty gives him a surprised look, nodding. Well, of course. Good, you had me worried. Alright, well, based on this, do you love him? How would he get around to basically answering the question and come off looking smart? But let's just continue reading what I have. Betty, your father was wounded by that accident in a way we can't imagine. You're asking me a question that I can't answer. What are you actually afraid of? His disapproval. No, it's mid. It's mid. At the best, it's just mid. We could tie this back to, do you love your father? It would make it feel a bit more cohesive and more logical, but potentially. And I don't know how to do that. So, let's see. Good, you had me worried, Betty. Your poor father was wounded by that. Good, you had me worried. I mean, it's funny. And just, of course. Of course. Oh, actually, you know what? He'll keep prodding. Maybe he'll keep prodding, and means enough. I need to go back. I'll just save some time and add a scene version, Alt, and boom, easy. All right. Wait, is that how you do that? No, I'm sorry. Undo. Let's see. We want to see the scene version. There we go. Add current, and now I can just go back whenever I need to. This is a fire feature. Seriously. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Betty. Do you love your father? He gives him a surprised look, nodding. Well, of course. Good, you had me worried. And I guess then the next line would be, and actually we can add an alt of this line, which is, alright, whatever. Which would just be complete rewrite, which looks something like this. Well, of course, but you still want to. You can't get. Let's see. There we go. You can't get something out of your head. You can't get. Let's see. It's like, well, of course, but you still. I'm looking for like one word right now, and I don't know what it is. Let's see, Betty. Let me ask you a question. Do you love your father? Well, of course, but you still. Same, and then things same time. Okay, fine. Same time. You want to. I want to say pursue your dream, but okay, you dream that you can ignore. Yes. Okay, and then she'd be like, yes. You know. She nods. Maybe she would respond then with I'm just afraid of it. No, I don't know about this, but we'll go with it for now. All right, this is very rough, guys. This is rough. This is rough. This is rough. Okay, I admit it. But alas, this is important. If we kind of get this roughly in the right place, everything else hopefully will start to line up, and it'll be fire, and then it'll be awesome. But if not, well, yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Which is kind of what we're doing right now. Okay, so let's see. Mr. sips on tea. It's just mid. All right, well, let's just keep going. What would the next scene be potentially? Let's just think about that. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. I don't want that. I want that. There we go. Much better. All right. Sorry. Ow. Let's see. So yeah, okay, we kind of skipped all of this, which we're going to scarily. Good thing about Google Docs is it saves like all the versions, I think. Delete. All right, we're just gonna continue like plowing ahead. We're trying to plow ahead at least. And we're gonna start doing the stopwatch again and timer just to force ourselves to move forward because kind of gotta do it. So 24 minutes, sorry, to get to the next page. If not by then, we're just gonna literally drop the page and keep going. I hate doing this. Sorry, it is painful. I'm like, but this is my child. I can't leave it. All right, we could build on this. Like this could be what we're getting to. We could have Betty just kind of fall into a depression. Sorry, not funny, but like. I feel like that's actually what we kind of have to do for some reason. Not for long. It just is like she's just like in this bleak haze for like a day, and then finally she's like has a turning point. So how do we do that? You know, things have to get worse before they get better sometimes, right? So we have Sunday morning, and it's bleak. A bleak Sunday morning in her mind. Everyone else is like it's sunny. So let's just kind of build this out. Like just get some ideas out here. So. Actually, no, now that I've had the idea, we can kind of work with that a bit here. And apparently instead of that, we did a rainy day. Where are my other note cards? I completely used them all again. Wow. There we go. Won't have that problem anymore, guys. All right, nice. Put that down here. Snag a note card and just like. Oh, and this is, sorry. In the rain, I forgot about that. That rainy scene. Just gonna quickly get this done here. And then, yeah, we kind of know what the conflict is. Internal. What am I doing? Okay, and then it's. Fortunately, it just gets worse there. Tears page. Okay, whatever. Good enough. Boom. Okay, got that. Which is right here. What is this scene? This would be the evening. Where do I have that? Betty talks no. No. Where is it? Snap, I don't know if I've completely lost track. I have so many papers on my desk right now, it's actually concerning. But that's okay. Alright, we'll just move on from that though, that's okay. So we have this scene, then we have the one we just wrote down, then we have this Betty basically talks with Mr. Commodore. Let's see, this would be interior, basically church. Oops, Joshua, come on. Write in English, not in Joshua, whatever that is. Church day. And that would be basically Betty gets advice from Mr. Commodore. Okay, boom, boom. And then in between that, I think we're gonna insert this scene that is just Betty's family rushes to prep for church. She doesn't really do anything. She just is like sitting there. She just sits there. This would be interior. Once again, the kitchen for some reason. Kitchen day. Okay. Okay, that's an idea there. And so it's just kind of like a, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those shots where like a person's sitting there and it's like, you know, everything's just happening around them. Not necessarily like that, but it'd be, if you could visualize the scene in one shot, that's what it would be. All right, so boom, boom, boom. That's 3 scenes. We already have one of them written. Awesome. Maybe another one of them written. We just have to write this middle one. Then what happens is kind of what I'm asking myself. I don't know, actually. I have no idea. So we're just going to write this one that I had the idea for. Okay, so interior. Sunday morning. Not minivan. Basically, we kind of want to pick up the action a little bit, you know, like, okay, make this a little bit more interesting or something, you know. We have 20 minutes, so 20 minutes to fill out page 19. Then we must move to page 20, or we're kind of cooked. Okay, that's comforting, boys, real comforting. Interior, let's see, kitchen. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go for a kit. Let's see, farmhouse kitchen, and it would be morning. Morning. Okay, so yeah, good morning. And what would happen in the morning? Breakfast, right? So who are the players in this? Like, let's see, Lauren scrambles eggs. That's a great idea. Didn't even think of that, but scrambles eggs. Okay, Betty sits as Betty visually. Betty's like literally just sitting there. It's like, bro, come on, do something, help. Betty scrambles eggs. Oh, sorry, Lauren scrambles eggs as Paul. This is, I don't like where this is going. Like something low-key kind of important. It's, oh man, I don't know why I can't think right now. It's so hard. Okay. Scrambles eggs maybe, and maybe we can, okay. I guess this is hard, man. Okay, well, okay, what would move the movie forward? Okay, we need something to move things forward. We can't just like be like, okay, we're doing this and we're doing this. Oh, we're doing this. Okay, we're doing this. It's like, okay, where are we going? You know, like things should be building on each other. Kind of like we did with the setup. You know, it's like, bro, duh, but like, oh wait, how do we do this though? Come on. Okay. Does the kitchen scene make sense? I mean, yeah, it's creative. It shows that Betty's like blah blah blah. Betty just sits there, whatever. Just maybe they're going to the Commodore's house. If so, this would be at the Commodore's cottage. So Commodore cottage. I don't know. be afternoon, if so. Which is where originally the scene happened. Like, okay, maybe. Betty. Betty, we need to leave. Hello. And I think this should be a comma there. Betty, we need to leave. Betty slowly picks away at her food, at her actually breakfast. Perfect, breakfast. Actually, maybe this is gonna work. Okay, and just kind of like, okay. Okay, and then I wanted to mention like, you know what? I have an idea. Okay, so maybe what's gonna happen is Fleetfoot's go to Commodore's house, lunch. Betty talks to Mr. Commodore. Mr. Commodore goes and works his wise magic on Mr. Fleetfoot, and Betty isn't being necessarily 100% passive. Yay! She's still like going and doing things to like make the thing happen. It's not necessarily ideal, but and she's still gonna have to go and do things. But it's is that weak? I can't decide right now. We're just gonna keep pushing. Let's see. Betty, we need to leave. It's like, okay. And the next scene would probably be I have an idea. Okay, control the interior. On top. Later, and it would be. I mean, I guess it would still be in the morning. Whatever. Morning, and it would be Betty, Fleetfoot's slip in. Okay, whatever. Fleetfoot's slip in. They're just well, actually no. The Fleetfoots are seated in the middle of the pew. How do you spell pew? That's such a weird word. Pew. Is that right? Okay, we'll figure that out later. And a pew in the, let's see. So yeah, we're gonna see in the back and the back. Why can't I type? Building. There. And the back of the building, and Jane Dasher walks by, eyeing Betty. Eyeing Betty. Waves at her. Waves. Did you say waves at somebody? Waves toward. Waves towards her. Jane. Oh no, Jane Dash. There we go. I need to clean out. Well, yeah, because I changed her last name. I know. That makes matters nice and confusing. Okay, Jane Dasher. And what does she do? Well, she's like, well, basically they're gonna have her over for dinner or lunch, and Betty forgot because she's completely just like, ooh. So yeah, it's not necessarily a good thing, but because she's like laser focus on this one thing, and it's like taking up all her mental cognitive abilities, and we're halfway. No, we're just scratching the surface, and we only have 10 minutes. Okay, come on, Joshua. Laser focus. We can do this. We're gonna get some water first. Okay. Yeah, I need to talk less, I feel like. Alright. There. Much better. Let's talk more now. Okay. Jane Dasher. Well, what would Jane do? Well, basically... See you later. It's like... Betty smiles. Actually, confused. Betty... And smiles. She looks works at Paul. Well, actually, it would be her mom. Remember, we're going over. This is bad. Okay, we're going over. Remember? I did for life? Remember the invented and then Betty. Oh, I forgot. I feel like Paul actually says this. Paul. Let's see. Paul, still doesn't fit on one line. I'm like, I want this to fit on one line, you know? It won't though. Okay, that's fine. She looks her at Paul. Remember that last night? Oh, right. Oh, right. Okay, and then I feel like, just cut then to a. I don't know about this, guys. This is like a montage at this point. This is one of the things like you'd have to like storyboard time, put some scratch dialogue on to see if it'll actually work. This might have to be like a lot more, might maybe be less. I don't know. One scene might need to be the predominant scene or something. I don't know, guys. I'm struggling here. I'm not gonna lie. But for the sake of rewriting this full script in 48 hours, I need to just keep plowing ahead and deal with the wreckage later. And we're gonna have some things that are really good and some things that are really, really bad. Like, it'll be bad. It's gonna be so bad. But the goal is to just do it. Yeah. Right. Better to have something to fix, which it is what I'm trying to do, but like there's so many problems that I'm kind of having to rewrite a lot, unfortunately. So yeah, that's nice. That's very comforting, right? It's like because I did a first page rewrite, this ended up being like a much more massive project. Same characters, they're just fleshed out finally, and the things are, putting things together that like need to be put together, and oh, scenes have a structure, right? And like just little things like that. So much pain, but so good at the same time. Okay, he's afraid of his disapproval. All right, so now we have to cook this scene here. Oh right. So how are things going? They're good. I'm trying to think. How does this dynamic work? All right. Maybe Paul doesn't say this though. Actually, maybe it's just like we cut to like, oh, we're here, right? No, that doesn't work. Kitchen, church. Wait, actually, the parents. Dude, I am lost. I'm so lost here. Okay, this is rough. All right. When you're stuck, what do you do? Yeah. I mean, you take a break or you just plow through, and it's like, okay, when do you take a break and when do you plow through? It's so hard to know the answer to that question. It's the aged question, All right, so Mr. Commodore sips some tea. How are you supposed to honor your parents? He chuckles. So does he again. So we need a scene before this to make it make any sense whatsoever. Which would probably be interior, Commodore Cottage, afternoon. The family awkwardly sits. This is not gonna happen. Sits down to eat. No, guys, this is not gonna. This is not that sort of movie. I don't feel like. No, this is not gonna work. Because the Commodores, I mean, they know each other. It's not like, oh, blah. Just like looking at all my note cards here. What do we do next? We tie up. Talks to Jane. Instead of eyeing, we're gonna get rid of that. Walks by, waves towards MG. Betty. Maybe she's gonna. Maybe Jane's just gonna invite Betty by herself. That could make it less confusing for me to write, I guess. Lazy, but maybe better. I don't know. Waves towards back. I have 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes to write the scene. Okay, come on, Joshua. Let's do this. Jane, sure. Okay, we have to decide. Just do it. Hey, can you come over? Can you come over later today? I don't like that. Josh, you don't have time to not like it. Can you come over? Can you come over today? Then Betty Fleetfoot would be like, sure. Dude, really. Okay. Like, sure. Sure. I don't know. And then this would give Betty and Jane a chance to talk. You know, finally we get to... uncertain, but says... Actually, we're just gonna cut that. Okay, so sure. Okay, fine. Let's see. Family awkwardly sits down. No, we don't want that. Jane and okay, this is better. Jane and maybe whatever, Betty and Jane, but for goodness sakes, alive, Joshua. Jane and Betty sit down. Are seated on the small front porch. No, that's not. The small front or porch. Porch. Okay, whatever. A small front porch. Okay, and they. Yeah, a small front porch. All right, and this is where Betty can actually finally have an honest conversation. Is this is this a book? Nope, but it feels like I'm writing a book because it's so painfully slow right now. Yeah, I have literally like seconds left on my timer, I think, and I have more to write. Okay, sorry, I gotta focus here. Petty Fleetfoot. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Jane looks off into the distance. Why can I not write this? Ah, there it is. Okay. All right, guys. Do I get an extra like 5 seconds for the? Come on. All right. I mean, we had some progress, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Alas, we need to move on though. All right, we finally are in a groove a little bit, maybe, because this is a conversation that I feel like this was originally a conversation we had at the coffee shop, but we apparently ended up at the Commodore's house somehow. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. Things took a turn, and here we are. Jane and Dasher is at the Commodore house. Okay, cool. Not what I was planning on, but it kind of works maybe. Next thing that's gonna happen is Betty's gonna have to eventually go home, have her parents, involved, and she's gonna have to go back to Spud's. Spud has to introduce the horse, and she has to say yes, and then we have broken into Act 2. When she confidently says, yes, this is something I want to do, basically. Okay, whew, a lot more to do, not gonna lie. But once we pass that 20-page threshold, that's kind of a big deal for me, I guess. So I don't want to do. So Betty's just being open and honest here. It's like I don't know what to do. Okay, I don't know what Jane's gonna say. I'm not sure. Jane's like the extrovert. She wants to fix everyone's problems, and that is great, and that's her strength and demise at the same time, and I hit my microphone. Okay. And Mr. Commodore is basically Jane's guardian. Like, I made the family tree, and it's confusing, but they're related, basically. Okay. Let's see. I'm just looking for some inspiration here. Betty, you want to protect? Okay, no. They have to have some sort of back and forth. They can't just be like, maybe you should talk to my dad, because if I do that, it'll literally be tears the page from the book, and Lauren being like, okay, we need to leave, and she's like, okay. Cut to the church, and Jane's like, hey, want to come over sometime today? And Betty's like, sure. Cut to them sitting down. Yeah, that would be bad. It'd just be like dun 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 dun. It's like it's just moving. The pace is way too fast. So you slow it down a little bit here. Yeah. All right, we're gonna we're almost down to 40 hours. Okay, so I don't know what to do. Distance. I see him. Yeah. I see. What would you do? What would you do? Don't ask me that. Okay, maybe that could work. She's like, don't ask me that. No, I'm gonna look back at the original Jane versus Betty conversation, which kind of was in the opening of the movie, which wasn't. It's actually now an important scene, which is super fun. Yay! Okay. Where is it? Okay, it's not working. There we go. Isn't that easy? Control F, right? How's your dad's thing? But you'll find something. You'll find your thing someday. Okay, so I feel like the conversation should kind of almost be a continuation of this. It's like, well, I need to figure out like, okay, what is a Jane and Betty conversation kind of look like? You know, they're just best friends. Yeah, like I don't know what that even means. But I'm running out of time. It's like, who's like this? Like, what is there like? Jane's into music, like the guitar, and basically her dad, being all on the guitar. He's the music teacher, right? Betty, like, she wants to be into horses, but she doesn't have the access, so it's not even a thing. But they're still looking at them. Let's see, or page like 20. Good, fair bit of scrolling. Have fun. Okay. Don't ask me that. Okay. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I'm actively suffering here. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, that's okay. Jane shakes her head, laughs. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. I mean, if I couldn't play, this is I don't know where this is going. If I couldn't play, that doesn't make sense. What'd you do? Don't ask me that. I don't know. Honestly, Betty, you are the only. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have the kind of. We're rewriting the script. So yeah, let's give you the game plan. The game plan is to rewrite this in 48 hours. And as you see by the clock yonder, we're about to cross the 40-hour threshold, which is great. Yay! Yeah, not easy. If we rewrite a page every 24 minutes, we'll be on track to finish. Which I feel like we're just about to cross into the threshold of being late. So yay, great start. But that's okay. Yeah. So don't ask me that, honestly, Betty. Actually, maybe she shouldn't say that. It's like, honestly, Betty, you are the. It's such a cliche line, but it's so true. You are the only person who can decide what you're going to do. Is that true though? Is it true? I don't know. Why? Oh, there we go. Okay. Decide what you're going to do. Cliche, blah. Not the biggest fan, but for now it could work, I guess. Thanks. That's exactly what I. This is sarcasm, by the way. Sarcastically. Sarcastically. Thanks. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I mean, It's true. You can now. What does she call? You can ask. If you call Mr. Commodore her dad, that's a question. I don't know. Oh wait, there's. Let's see. I don't know what. That's the problem. I don't know what Mr. Commodore would be called by Jane. Like, it's not dad, because technically it's not her dad, but like his. Well, yeah, maybe because he adopted her. You can ask my dad. But who knows? But who knows what they'll say? But he looks at Jane. At Jane. And we just cut to Mr. Commodore sipping tea. Okay, that kind of works. Maybe like a little bit, like ever so slightly. Oh man, 39 hours. Okay, great. All right, so we just gotta keep pressing on, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this is possible. I'm not gonna lie. Page 20 though, that's good, right? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I suppose you want to live long in the land. Betty is serious and doesn't laugh. He sighs. Let me ask you a question, Betty. Do you love your father? Page 20, right? Betty gives him a surprised look, nodding. Of course, but at the same time, you have a dream that you can't ignore? Yeah. Yeah. And just afraid of his disapproval. Rightfully so. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna pause the stream, I think, for probably today, honestly, because I need to figure this out, and I don't know what that means and what that looks like. So hopefully when I come back, I'll have this figured out somehow. Yeah. I know, guys, writing is such a hard thing. It really is. But alas, thanks for hanging out, I guess. Enjoy the journey. I need to get a better job at enjoying the journey, right? And here we can go to the outro song. Yeah. Oh yeah. Enjoy the journey. This song is actually on Spotify. It's called The Journey by Caden Whitney. Caden with a K. Yeah, you can check it out and follow him, right? No, it's pretty fire actually. But yeah, I don't have writing figured out at all, as if you probably made very abundantly clear. Yeah, this is bad, but that's okay. All part of the journey, right?